kickoff, and kickoff was a month ago. But I will tell you guys, we've had one of the slowest starts to a fall campaign that we've had as an office. But it's something that's never stopped us before. And it was great for me to spend last week with all the managers from across the nation and really share ideas and just think about how do we elevate right now? How do we take this thing higher? We've got a great core group. And I know our core group has not been performing to its potential. We also have some new guys who have been added on board. But how do we take this higher? Because there have been, and those who have been around since the summer, there have been people, and even some of you guys who have been here for a couple weeks, that have started and they're gone. It's like, where'd they go? Like immediately, they were just gone. And something that makes a really big difference is people, one, feeling a part of something, and two, really getting help. Because it's a different type of job. You know, and for some people it comes easier. But for most people, like this job, we deal with real life. We deal in your face with rejection, and we deal with things that if you have self-confidence issues, if you have just different internal struggles that we all have as we're growing up, they're really shoved into your face with this job. And it really is awesome when you're able to surpass all those things, all those insecurities, all those fears, and really grow that confidence and be a better version of you. And it's really exciting to see what happens and as you take advantage of this job. But many people don't get past that part because they come here like, oh, this is hard, and what do they have as their support system? The opposite. They have all their friends and family that are saying what?
Quit.
Why are you doing this? What else? What are things you guys heard about?
Scam.
What else?
Not a real job.
It's not a real job. You're saying it's a waste of your time. Yeah, and you just hear you hear all these things, all right? And by the way, when you don't know the job and you don't, like when you're not part of the company, you just don't get it. And any parents, any people who have had a chance to really see their kids go through the process, get a chance to come to like parents' nights and really just like they see like what this does for their people, for their children, for friends or relatives. And sometimes it takes a little longer for them to see it, all right? Well, when we have new guys coming in, they're coming in and all they have is this negativity and negative support. Many of you in this room are here because you've clung on to the top people. You've made great relationships. You've had people that when you wanted to quit, didn't let you. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay? And I could say probably almost everyone in this room, I know of a time where you were like, I'm done, I can't do this. And I've been there. And what keeps us here is the community. It's the encouragement. It's the people we work with. Many of you in this room, I know, could say, because I've heard you say it, that one of the things you love most about working here is what?
The people.
The people, the relationships, all right? The support system that we have. And by the way, that's why I'm here 11 and a half years later. Because of the support system, because of the people. And every time I have the opportunity, as I was this past week, to go to a national event, to be with all the top managers, to be with the executives, our CEO, our presidents, to be with everybody, spend time with them, and just really hear their vision for the company and where we're going as an organization, where they see us going, what they want for us. It really excites me because I know we're in a place that's going somewhere great. And for those who get a chance to experience it, they're going to gain a lot from it. This job from 0 to 3,000 is garbage, first of all right? That's the income, that's like the poverty line. Once you're over 3,000, you start making some money. Once you're over 6,000, you're getting all right paychecks. And then dirty 30 is where it's at. And that's why we call it dirty 30. When you're at 30% commissions, all you have to do is have one good day a week. And you have 3 to 5 average sales and sell $600 to $1,000, and you just earn $200 to $300 working a half a day. All right, and if you work a full day and go out and have a grand day, $300 to $500 or more every single week. Having one good day, you can have 6 crappy ones and have one good one, and all of a sudden your paycheck changes. And that's pretty cool to be in a place where you have that opportunity. But how do we get from 0 to dirty 30? How do we get to that mark? And how we do that is with us supporting each other. And something I mentioned earlier, and that I'd love for you guys to jot down, and anyone who's interested in this, one of the things I've seen in our business is that when you're giving to others, you get a lot more in return. I know many of our top people have seen that. One part is internally, you feel good helping other people, and it keeps you on your game. 2, it's forced accountability, meaning you have people looking up to you, so you're like, crap, I need to like be on top of my stuff, all right? Because there's someone who's watching me and watching what I do. Something that we've done at a higher level with managers in the business, that I've seen with CSPs and FSNs, and that I really want to instill in our office. And by the way, I don't know that anyone really does this. I've heard different versions of this, but as I was thinking about, okay, what would my ideal office look like? You know, how do we grow as people? How do we grow as individuals? What's helped me grow? And I sat down and thought about having that circle of influence, having those 3 tiers that we've talked about many times, especially those in management training, of having people, one, that I look up to, and I have those mentors that are mentors to me in the business, people I can go to ask questions, to learn from, to mimic from their programs, and just personally in life as well, not just in the business. So having those people, so think about for you guys, whether it's spiritually, whether it's professionally, like whatever it is, like, you know, someone you really look up to in your life, and having those people like, man, I hope that I can be like that one day, or have these certain qualities, something that I really aspire to be like, or be, all right? And then there's the people who are on the journey with you, right? That they want to go to that same place too, and they're like, man, we're here, but we're gonna get there one day. And you're there together, and you're fighting through. And I think a lot of you guys in AGL, a lot of you guys are on that level together, right? You're like, man, we're in it. And you have our experienced guys, our guys who've been here longer, and the Mary Lou's and Karina and Paz and Angie and these guys who have accomplished already, who in the business you can look at. And I mean, they have people above them, like an Andy Janti, who sold $1.8 million, you know, who's our top guy in our office. All right? So you guys, I think about AGLers, like you're in a place where it's like, hey, we're in this together, we're excited about growing, we're excited about creating great opportunities for ourselves. That's what it runs about. And then there's the people under. And that is where I feel that a lot of, and even of our top guys who are all around, all our Dirty 30 guys, you know, who are you mentoring? And many times you can think, well, I'm not an FSM yet. I'm not at blank yet. But you know what? You've gotten to a place that a lot of people never get to. And getting the Dirty 30 is a big deal. And that's where you get to really experience the financial income that we have in our business. And known for the office that really, like, that we grow, that we all grow together. And no matter what level you're on, you're learning, you're growing, you're improving, and you're moving forward, all right? Because that's the game. It's progress, not perfection. You guys with me? It's moving forward, not backwards. And can we be that person that while someone's pulling you, and let's say, Louis, I'm pulling you forward, who are you pulling along? And who are they pulling along? And are we all going to get to that destination, or are we leaving people behind? We have too many amazing people in this office to just throw things out the way, and for people not to get to experience what we have to offer. And I know that. And I've seen it year after year. And I've seen the development. And I've seen the masses of people that have come through our office. And I asked earlier, and I want to mention again on that yellow paper, if you're someone who's like, I would be excited about mentoring someone. And like I said, it doesn't matter what level you're at. If you are under, and you have to be over 1K. But once you're over 1K, you know, you can mentor someone who's under 1K. So anyone from 1 to 3,000, you know, if you're down to mentor, like, hey, I'd love to mentor tier 1, 0 to 1K. If you are, you know, between 3 and 6,000, and you're like, hey, I'd be excited about mentoring someone, I want you to mentor someone who's at 1 to 3K and help them get over that 3K hump. If you're at 6 to 10K, you know, can we pick someone, and we can match you guys up, that you can mentor that's in the 3 to 6K range, so on and so forth. I decided to break back up into teams. We just split the team up into 5 teams, all right? And you guys will be talking to your team leaders. Jarrell and Jeremy will be leading a team with Sam, Paz, Anuti, Truly, Michael G, Louis M, Omar M. Fareed and Catherine will be leading a team with Cameron, Grayson, Diego, Carlos Lopez, Nick Trujillo, Adrian, and Moses. Adriano and Little Issa will be leading a team with Dylan, Jordan Lang, Donnie, Gabby, Jerry, Brian, Raul Rodriguez. Mary Lou and Monica will be leading a team with Mia, Muxo, Mariana, Anna, Damaris, Tovar, Robert, G. Karina and Nick will be leading a team with Luis Suarez, Angie, Jordan, Blyweiss, Ella, Tiara, Omar, and Matthew G. And I think about the power of having those small groups, having fun competing with each other, but again, forming those friendships, getting to know each other. Can you have people within your team that you're mentoring? And even if it's not within your team, can you be matched up with someone else? So it's not something you have to do, and that's why I want you guys to write if you're like, hey, I'd be excited about mentoring. I just think it's a powerful thing for those who do it because it really elevates you and it puts you in a better position. And those who we were like, yeah, we'd love to have you mentoring. We're gonna be mentoring you because obviously you've got someone else under your wing and you're gonna get more attention, and that's gonna help you perform at a higher level. And that's something I've really seen has been super beneficial for me in my life and in my business. This past week, I was asked by so many people, how do you guys constantly perform at high levels? How do you, Cathy, personally persevere through X, Y, and Z? And like, you've just been through so much stuff through the years. And I just looked at them and I said, I don't know. I was talking to our CEO who owns the entire company, and he said, I've been here for a long time. I've seen a lot of people go through a lot of things, but man, he's like, you've been handed your share. He's like, and I've watched you from like 05, 06, like, I mean, there's just been a lot of stuff. And I looked at him and I laughed and I said, I don't know. He goes, but you're so strong. Yeah. I said, yeah. I said, you know, I really, it's hard sometimes. And I have to trust and have faith, and I know. And I said, one of the quotes, and many of you have heard me say this, and I told him, I said, that is one of my favorite quotes and really has gotten me through a lot. It's from Mother Teresa. And she said, I know God doesn't give us more than we can handle. I just wish he didn't trust me so much. And some of us, all right, we're given a bigger capacity. And we're given a bigger capacity to be able to help other people. And in whatever you're doing, in whatever field, and wherever you're at, it's a pretty powerful thing. And embrace it. And what can you use it for something good? And I thought about that. I said, so what's helped me? And I had a lot of people ask me this, including the CEO. And I said, one, the support system. The structure we have, the people we work with, the support from the top, the people that I've worked with, and the people that I've mentored that have kept me going. I said I would not have made it through this September if Karina wasn't here just observing me and learning this September. Transitioning from the craziest summer and going into that. By the way, we're still, I believe we're number 5 in the nation for the fall. Even having our worst fall ever. Out of 400 offices, we're number 5 in the nation for the fall campaign. We're still number 1 in the entire company for our level of competition and the level under. By the way, it is not a win. And even when they introduced me at the national conference to speak, they said they could win for the first time ever 3 back-to-back dual national champions. Never been done in the company's history.
Never been done before.
Never.
But the fact is, we could not win it. The 2 people under us in both categories could very easily come right under and take it. It happened in 2008. We got cocky. We were top. 2007, we were number 1 in the entire company. No one was even close. And in November and December, California, and other, like, they just popped. And there was multiple, and we were just like, what the heck? And it was, I mean, it was the how far apart? There was no way they could catch us. And they beat us. The last week, selling over 60-something grand. The last day, selling over 30-something grand to take us down. And Miami got a little humbling medicine, all right? And we said, oh man, we can't do that. We can't do that again. It's not over till it's over. And we're in a position right now where I know we've been like, we're going to win it again. We won it the last 2 years. We've got this. And when I'm looking at standings and looking at reports, I'm like, oh man, we don't got this. Nothing. Last week, number 1 in the nation, what did they sell? Did you guys look? No, the top office. Over $100,000. Did they do that in a couple weeks? We're out.
That was their week.
Yeah. That was their week. Last week. Okay? We're only 250 grand ahead one office and 300 from another. And there are offices that can power up and ship big numbers. And so I thought, what allows people to perform? What's allowed me as an individual to perform at high levels, and what's allowed our team? And I wanted to share that with you guys. And like I said, it was 2 things. 1 was a support system, no doubt. 2 is really having a vision of where we're going and what we want to do and what we want to accomplish. And I think it's so huge for every one of you guys as individuals. It's something that I've done every couple years on a big scale. The largest scale, I haven't done it since fall of '07. When I had traumatic experiences, my cousin passed away, a lot of things happened with family, my mom was in the hospital, and there were just a lot of things going on, and I had to sit down and reanalyze. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm going to be leaving on Friday. I will not have my cell phone, I will not be on email, I will not be on Facebook, I will not be accessible for a week and a half. This is something that the president of our company and my boss are forcing me to do. I'm like, this is not a good time, I just want to get everything going. He's like, your people can handle it. You need to be your best self in order to lead the right way. I said, you guys are right. I haven't had time to sit down and think about everything that happened. This summer was just such a whirlwind with my sister passing away, personal things happening, family stuff happening, and I just haven't had a chance to sit down and just redream and you know, really create vision for myself and really be able to lead you guys the right way. We had a speaker, and I want to share this with you guys, and I have some food for thought before we wrap up. This was a speaker that spoke to the managers back in '06. By the way, this is what helped me, and I want to share with you guys from '06, have our first $1 million year ever in company history in our division in '06, and finish the fall the right way. #1 in the nation 2007. We've been #1 every single year in our level of competition, multiple times, you know, millionaires, standard of excellence, all the whatever, all the bluff and glory, and multiple silver cups. And it's really rooted from this. This is something I wanted to share with you guys. This speaker is Matthew Kelly. He's one of my favorite speakers I've ever listened to. I've heard him at several conferences. I've downloaded different videos. I've read several of his books. This book is called The Dream Manager. It's one of my favorite books. I'm going to be rereading it this week and just sitting down. What he talks about in this book, you guys can write this down. He talks about 12 different categories to sit and just dream about. And he talks about having physical dreams. You know, like, what are your physical dreams? So for you, health-wise, and you know, what do you want to look like? What do you want to feel like? Energy levels, all that. So first category is physical. Second category he talks about is emotional. Third are material goals. Like a car, a house, multiple houses, yachts, whatever it is, material goals. Fourth are intellectual goals. So it might be degrees, learning a language, just different things that you wanna gain. Fifth is spiritual. #6 is psychological. Maybe there's things you want to get over. You don't want to react a certain way to things that, you know, way that you think, things that you want to move past, and just how you want to act and react. Next one is professional. What? Professional goals. So whether it's owning a certain company or being a doctor or teacher or whatever it is, so professional goals. Next are financial goals. Next are creative goals, and those can be learning how to play an instrument. I just want a guitar. I'm pretty stoked. I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar.
You just won one.
Yeah,
you just won one.
I know, that's what I said.
Oh.
I just won a guitar, so I'm really excited because that's on my dreams list, was to learn how to play guitar, and now I own one. Nice Taylor guitar that I won. Next, adventure goals. Here's places you want to travel, cliffs you want to jump off of, airplanes you want to jump out of.
Hell,
they're still working.
Yes. I want to skydive.
Character goals. #11 is character goals. I want to be Mickey Mouse. No. Your character. Who you want to be, what you embody. And then lastly, your legacy.
Never.
Legacy. What you want to leave behind. What will people say about you? Some of you guys didn't write anything down right now. And this could go in one ear and out the other. But this is something for you to think about. This is something I'm going to be. Because many people can come by here and just look at the crazy knife thing. And that you sell knives. But this is a job that does a lot more than that. And that's something that I'm very passionate about. And I talk to a lot of people about. And I said, a lot of people look at this and they say we sell knives. But the fact is, we are a skills for life development program. And the people that really get to experience that should have a life-altering time working with us. It really should be something that they always look back on and go, dang, when I was in my 20s, when I was in my 30s, for some of you when you're 18, whatever it is, I learned X, Y, and Z. And like now, I'm running my own cupcake business or doing this or doing that. And there's no way that I would have achieved those things if I hadn't learned the skills that I learned. If I hadn't expanded my mind in the way that I did. I mentioned this at our conference to all the managers. Now I'll wrap up with this. Because they had said, how do you always, achieve so high? How do you always do it? I said, and I was thinking about that, and I found this quote, and I shared this with all the managers. Difficulty until you finally achieve it. And I read this quote as I was preparing my message for all the managers, and I just thought about just life. And I said, man, I've been very blessed level, and really helped me think bigger and bigger about what's possible, and constantly made me challenge my boundaries, my limits, right? We're the ones that put limits on ourselves, and they're usually because of outside forces and things that we've heard, experiences we've had all growing up. But we're the ones that put those there. And something that I know I'm going to be working with the staff a lot, and something for you guys to know on key staff and everything. So first you need to know, what are you trying to do with your life? What are you working for? What is it that you want to accomplish? Because we can't do much for you if you don't know where you're going. You can also translate that into business. What do you want to do here? What do you want this for? But the clear vision you have as to what you want for yourself, the clearer of a vision you can have as to how Vector can help. I love what we have, and I love the people that we have, and I love what I've seen Miami turn into. And right now, it doesn't look that exciting. Our team looks really small. Who's excited and ready to learn and grow, and let's do this thing together. And whoever's not, hey,